If you want to make some picks on your favorite sports, check out Underdog Fantasy's Pick'em game where you choose higher or lower on between 2 to 8 players and can win up to 325 times your entry. And using code ZERK when you sign up, you'll get up to $1,000 in bonus cash and a free pick. Alright, today guys, I'm going to go over how to get the cheapest training in College Football 26 and also a little method a lot of people have been doing with training. Now, I do want to give a shout out to Sam for being a part of the Noti Gang. If you guys want a chance, shout out the next video, drop a like in the vid, make sure you guys are subbed to the channel, notification bell comment below, Noti Gang. Also guys, don't forget you have until the start of the NFL kickoff to sign up on Underdog right now using only code ZERK, and if you do so, you will get 2.5 free picks, one of them being this DAC 0.5 free pick, and all code ZERK users, check your lobby because you should already have this live in your Underdog lobby. And if there's any week 1 projections you guys like, I would recommend hopping them now because as we get closer to that NFL kickoff, you're going to see a lot of those projections moving. I've already hopped on a couple, and multiple of mine that I've done, like Justin Fields lower on pass yards is now 10 yards lower. Rashee Rice jumped up 3 receiving yards higher, which that's a big deal. I can't tell you how big of a difference 1 yard can be sometimes. That being said though, check out Underdog Fantasy, use code ZERK, follow me over on Twitter for my picks. We do have UFC, MLB, NBA Summer League is currently going on as well, and of course we have all the NFL stuff already up. Alright, so starting off guys, I'm going to go over how you guys can get the cheapest training in College Football 26, and then I'm going to go over what exactly you might want to be able to use it on and a little method people have been doing. But in case you guys didn't know, why do you need training points? Well, there's a couple different things. Number 1, to put abilities on players, right? You have to use training points to do that. Number 2, to do these packs right here. These training packs in the store. Now, I'll tell you this. A lot of the packs at the beginning of the year so far have not been too great in terms of buying packs with coins, right? Regular coin packs, the promo packs, even the booster packs. For me personally, have not been that good. I know some of you guys may have been having, incredible luck with the boosters. I have not really at the beginning of this year, but some of these training packs have been very, very good for me, and there's one pack in particular that a lot of people have been doing to actually make coins. First up though, let's go over how you guys can get the cheapest training possible, and then I'll explain the math behind everything here. Alright guys, so going over the cheapest way to get training, I want to tell you guys about this site if you are not already familiar with it. It is collegefootball.fan, cfb.fan. That easy, you go to Google, you can type it in, you can find this yourself, and all you guys have to do is go to prices right here. This is going to instantly allow you to find the cheapest training literally whenever you want it. All right, whenever you want it, collegefootball.fan, you go to prices and you'll be able to see. Now, a couple things I want to explain to you. Number 1, currently, as you can see right here, the training price is 70 coins per training point. What does that mean? That means for every single training point that you guys have, that's actually 70 coins worth. Now, that's really, really high because it's the start of the season. However, what I will tell you is that's going to change, okay? And especially at the beginning of the year, the number 1 thing I can tell you is do not be sitting on training, okay? If you want training points, go get it to use it for whatever you want, and then immediately use it. You do not want to be sitting on training points because this market changes consistently, and on top of that, it's going to continue to fall. Now, why is it at 70? Because that's currently what EA has the price floor set at. If you guys take a look at the left side of the screen, you can see the cheapest training by overall, and if you go to the top right there, you'll see 78 overalls currently. The training ratio is 70 coins per training point. That means you want to buy 78 overalls for the target price of 5,810 coins or 79 overalls for 8,470 coins. Now, a couple things I want to tell you though, how do you find these overalls for that cheap? And then you'll notice everything else here is a way more expensive. 85 overalls, guys, are almost at the bottom of that list right there. They're 130.36 coins per training point, which means if you guys get an 85 overall pull, and you quick sell that 85 overall pull, that is atrocious. Do not do that. You should definitely sell your 85 overall pulls because they're worth double almost of quick selling a 78. It's just, you really, really want to sell them. And that's actually something we're going to get into here of a method that people have been doing. But also, I understand this. 78 and 79 overalls, those are hard to find. Because if you guys come to the auction house, right, you can't filter by that. You can only filter by 75 to 79. Now, the next way to kind of try to filter it down is going to be doing this, right? Filtering by 75 to 79, going to all offense. You can take a look around and see what kind of position you can find. So the first 79 overall is a right guard, right? Going for 13K, which isn't a good value. You can then filter down to right guard in particular. Try to find, again, a cheap right guard here, which it looks like the first 79 is again about 13k. And the only other thing you can do is maybe filter down by like chemistries here and try to like filter through this. It's kind of hard to find these. So really, if you guys are trying to find cheap training, yes, if you find some cheap 78 and 79 overalls, go ahead and buy those up, but you're gonna have better chance here of finding 81s and also 80 overalls. Now you'll notice though, you're getting much worse value, right? Well, I'll tell you how to actually avoid that there, because you guys see 80 overalls for 17k, 81s for 22.8 thousand coins. You can get them for much cheaper. Now, how do you guys do that? Well, let me tell you this. I'm recording this video here at 7 p.m., okay? And it's on Sunday night. Who is on opening up packs right now? Nobody. What are you opening up packs for? Content came out at 10:30 a.m. Tomorrow is Monday. I don't believe we have any content. If you guys are seeing this video here Monday morning, that means we actually do have content. I made a video last night. But if you're seeing this Sunday night, that means EA didn't tweet out any reveals, and we don't have any content tomorrow. Tuesday, though, we do have content. What you guys want to be doing to really capitalize and get cheap training is being on when content drops. Because if you guys take a look here, right, even right now, the cheapest 80 overalls are from this morning. If you filter down to 80 to 81 overall and you go to middle linebacker, look at that. I just got an 80 overall right here for 12,600 coins. By the way, that is actually the price minimum for 80 overalls. What I mean by that, well, you literally can't sell them for anything lower than 12,600. So I just got that at 70 coins per training point, which means I just got an incredible value right there. So what you guys really want to do is be on when content drops, because when content drops, those 80 overall pulls, those 81 overall pulls, people are literally just listing them up as soon as they pull them from a pack for as cheap as they can possibly get, because people are impatient and they want to get their coins. That's where you come in and you try to buy those cards. Like I said, you don't want to be sitting on a lot of training points at one time, basically ever, because yes, as of right now, that is the absolute minimum that you can post 80 overalls for, right? 12,600 coins. Within the next couple of weeks, there's going to be a lot of players that are stuck at that price, and we're not going to be able to sell cards. It happens every single year, but then EA will lower the floor. So instead of training points being 70 coins per training point, the cheapest, they might be 50 is the lowest you could possibly go. So if you're sitting on 1,000 training points, 2,000, 3,000, whatever, you instantly just lost value. You don't want to sit on training points. So definitely be on when content drops. And with that being said, now I want to tell you guys about this, and also in particular, a method that people have been doing. Now, as I told you guys, training packs here, that's kind of what you mostly right now are getting training points for, right? Well, here's the thing. Of all of these packs, the best ones that I have seen are these, the 85 plus overall training pack. And something I want to let you guys know is limiteds last a week, okay? LTDs are in packs for a week at a time. So as of right now, every single limited, as the time I'm recording this video, every single limited that came out when the game first dropped, they're all in packs, all right? Now, as of right now, the most expensive limiteds in the game are Johnny Manziel and Cade Phillips, who are both going for about 750,000 coins. They both are standouts. So a method that I've seen some people doing is buying as much cheap training as possible, coming in here and doing the 85 plus overall training pack. Now, if you do exactly what I just showed you, right? If you're able to actually get it for 70 coins per training point right now, that means that doing one of these packs, if you get training at 70 coins per, is 106,000 coins, okay? 106,000 coins. That's what you guys are spending to do this pack right here. Here's the thing. Every 85 overall in this game sells for more than 106,000 coins. As you guys can see again right here by the cheapest training by overall, 85 overalls, take a look at that target price, are 146k, which again, if you're able to get training points for 70 coins per, and you do this 85 plus pack, that means you're spending 106k to at minimum pull a 146,000 coin card. But because I'm doing the pack here that has, you know, the most expensive limiteds, if I pull Manziel or I pull Cade Phillips, I'm making a ton of coins. As you guys can see, if we just take a look through the catalog at every 85 plus overall in here, the cheapest one right now is like, looks like Williams, 148. We have Barry going for 148. Basically what I'm telling you guys is you can literally print coins by doing this if you're able to get training for cheap enough right now, which you guys literally saw me buy an 80 overall for that cheap. Again, doing this method here, you want to make sure you're running the math yourself to make sure it all checks out, especially again, if they do drop the price floor, which they could potentially do. I don't think they'll do it anytime soon, but they could potentially do that in a couple of weeks here. But if you're consistently able to go ahead and get yourself, like I said, cheap training, this is just gonna print coins. And again, a big part of that is being on when content drops so you can get those cheap players, because obviously right now, this time of the night, there's not really going to be many 80 overalls up for that cheap, right? That being said, let me now go ahead and open up a couple of these packs, and I hope this video does help you guys out, and hopefully you end up making a good amount of coins here. But Standouts 85 plus pack, we don't get a limited, but we do get Ben Hanks right here. And again, he's been selling for, as of right now, 173K. So if I got those training points right there for all that cheap, that means again, I would have spent 106K to make 170K. And then again, we're going to do one of these 85 plus overall packs. Let me get a limited. Let me get lucky. Nope, we do not get that lucky, but who do we get, though? We get 85 overall Harlem Berry, and again, he's currently selling for 143. So even after the tax, if we sell him for 143, you lose 14,000 coins, that's 130K. You still made 25,000 coins. So with that being said, guys, hopefully this video helped you guys out to make some coins and also get some cheap training. Collegefootball.fan, cfb.fan.com. Go ahead and check that site out. Go to prices so you can constantly see the cheapest overalls. But that's what you guys want to do, and also a method that is definitely worth trying out if you're able to get some cheap training. And again, keep in mind, limiteds are in packs for a week. So just keep in mind what limiteds are actually going for the most amount of coins, what limiteds are the cheapest amount of coins. And as you guys have noticed right here too, as of right now, the Alumni 85 Plus, they made this 1,800. But there's only 85s and 86s in that pack, just like the rest of these. And still, that's only 126,000 coins. So if you decide to do this one, you know, you could if you wanted to, but the reason I'm saying the standouts is because the limiteds for standouts are the most expensive in the game right now, if you manage to get Manziel or Phillips as well. So, and the only other thing I want to mention to you guys is make sure you're keeping in mind that this is right now as this moment, okay? If champions come down in price, and let's say Harlem Berry and all those other guys are now starting to sell for 120K, well then the pack isn't guaranteed profit anymore. So you need to be mindful of that when you're doing this method, that as of right now, it works with the market, but in a week or two, it could not. If they increase the price of that and those champions come down, then it's not going to be profit every single time. So just keep that in mind. But with that being said, guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video. And if you did, make sure you drop a like in the video. And of course, that sub button down below. Make sure to check out Underdog Fantasy. Use code ZIRK. Follow me over on Twitter for my picks. New users right now, only with code ZIRK, get 2.5 free picks. If you guys enjoyed this video, check out these.